Yeah.
Yeah, it happened about last year, sometime late last year, when I was meditating. One of the Easter Island heads turned round in my meditation and said, "Come." So I thought, "Oh, that's an invitation I can't refuse." So I got out the pendulum and found out when I was supposed to come, and it turns out it's for the winter solstice, which I will be on the island for. So I was then shown a video, which, I very rarely watch these long drawn out spiritual videos on the computer, but this one I sat down and watched, and right at the very end, 21 minutes into it or something, it said it starts and it ends with Easter Island. And the whole video was about the hoop going through all the spiritual sites. And they drew a line from Easter Island right round and connected back up to Easter Island. I thought, oh, that's interesting. It was only this week that I finally put it all together, in the last few days. It's many of the old native traditions say the world will change when the hoop is complete. All the Native American ones say that. I thought it was the hoop through the Sedona, Mexico thing, but it wasn't. Obviously, it's the hoop that goes right round through the major spiritual portals. And because in a past life I was an Easter Island vortex keeper, I have been invited back to join in all the festivities. And Jane and Maria, who are often on the calls, have opted to come with me. So we're leaving next Saturday and we're going to have a blast. It's going to be a huge celebration because it is the time. All these waves coming in, wave after wave of these energies coming in at the moment, where we burn off and change and burn off and clear out and dump and go back through our old habits and whatnot. It's just in preparation for this new time, and we get to help bring it in. I'm sure there's many others being drawn to Easter Island at this time, especially watching the accommodation just disappear. So there's going to be a lot of people on the island, and there's going to be celebrations everywhere. So we will try and do a link up with you. I'll have to send the time back to Barbara that we'll actually do it, because we're not sure what we're going to do or where we're going to do it, or whatever, and nothing will be revealed until it's time. So we'll connect it all up and all the energies will come back to the vortex here. So hang on to your vortex stones over the solstice.
But actually, we already have someone. A friend of mine went over a few years ago, and he took one of the vortex crystals. Is already over there. So the connection with Easter Island has already been firmly established.
Yeah, we also connected it via New Zealand when I was over there in May last year. We connected Easter Island, New Zealand, and Tassie as well. So there's quite a strong connection there now anyway. But the hoop coming together is when everybody will be celebrating, and you'll feel a huge, huge lift. Now, I don't know how the timeline's going to work because we're a day ahead of everybody here. And we begin, as always, by connecting deep to the centre of our planet, drawing the energies up through our feet and up into our higher heart. 3 deep breaths from the centre of the earth. Totally expanding the top of the chest as far as you can, and then a little bit more. This massages the thymus, which is our higher heart, our spiritual heart. And then we do 3 deep breaths from the centre of the universe, drawing down through the top of our head and again into the higher heart, fully expanding the top of the chest. 3 deep breaths from all there is in the centre of the universe. And as we take 3 combined breaths, the Mother and the Father merge in our heart and creating the third part of the Trinity, which is our divine self. We feel these energies flow right through our body, activating each and every cell, connecting with our diamond core blueprint. This blueprint holds the potential of everything we can become. It holds the records of everything we have been. And so it is that as we come to this period of time on your Earth calendar, many will be starting to rejoice as the hoop is connected. Once this happens, the planet cannot go backwards. It may cause quite a few upheavals through the planet itself. But once this frequency is connected and set, you will know we have made it. The great experiment will be a success. The Syrians, the Palladians, many other planetary people. The Azez, I'm getting told as well. They're all coming. They will all be in our atmosphere. Many of you will be able to see or sense them. It is a time of rejoicing. Because as we reach this frequency, as the planet reaches this frequency, all will be revealed. Our knowing will be restored. Many will still have to fight to get it through, but it is there and available. Why Easter Island? Well, Easter Island is the only original part of Lemuria that still holds the original frequency. The experiment began in Lemuria. And it was set when this channel, speaking now, was given the task of bringing a sun disk down to Tasmania, and then given many lifetimes to evolve enough physically to come back and bring this bit of Lemuria back to the high frequency. This she has achieved. The sun disk is waiting for the hoop to join. The vortex here has been vibrating on the 5th dimensional level since 2012. Many of you have visited. Many of you gained enormously from being here. The crystals and the essences were a way of getting those vibrations out to others. For our quiet time today, I want you to ask your own guidance to open you up enough to feel what the preparations for this momentous time are. Ask them to show you how you can be a part of it. I will call for you in a while. It is time now to come back.